Hi, everyone. So now that you're beginning to start working with layouts, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a hint on how I come up with my creative ideas whenever I'm working with designs, especially for print or even web, storyboarding, you name it. I don't always start inside the software first. In fact, I normally pull out an old sheet of paper, grab a pencil, and I sketch out a few ideas just using basic shapes. I find that it's a lot more liberating and it really helps to unleash a little bit more creativity because a lot of times when you're working directly in the software, and I think other designers would probably tell you the same, is that you immediately feel constrained by the tools that are present. And so oftentimes what I try to do is come up with an idea inside my head or on paper first, several ideas, and then use that as my starting point. And I do find that it helps me to move a little bit quicker in implementing designs. So just kind of give you an example. So in this particular case, we all know that the design that you're currently working on is going to be it's a 9 by 6 postcard. So if we just draw it doesn't have to be exact, not for a sketch, but it is kind of a horizontal postcard. And basically, with that, we've got some photos that we have choices of. We've got some text. And so all I do is just put out using rough shapes just to try to come up with a few ideas. So, for example, maybe I want to put a photo on the left side. I'm sorry, on the right side, and then maybe the logo right in the middle. I don't know. That's just one idea. And then over here, we'd have our headline. Again, I keep it extremely generic. Again, this is just really a thought process. Got my headline over here, and then underneath that, maybe I'm going to put some additional squares of different types of photos, whatever's there. So this would be one concept. And instead of just doing one, I always recommend that you do multiple ideas because keep in mind, a client may not like your first one, so you better have a backup. And so oftentimes I'll just continue the sketch. So again, we got a rectangle. In this particular case, maybe we'll do something different. I saw this on a recent design I really like. So what if I have three small circles and we're going to have a big photo kind of right here. So these circles will have other types of photos inside of them, and then I'll have kind of an image right here. And then maybe the logo either here, or maybe I'll put the logo over here for the event. Again, we can put our headline right in here, and then we can add some additional information there. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. All it is I'm playing around with some ideas for layout. Let's do another one. Maybe in this one, I will have a photo in the entire background. So I'll put photo BCKG. Okay, just as a mental note for myself, we're going to have a massive headline that's going to stretch across the design. Maybe we'll add I'm kind of thinking maybe I could put the date underneath this. And then at the bottom, we can run, again, several different photos. Maybe one of these is the logo, who knows? Okay. And maybe for one last idea, again, sketch out as much as you want. Keep playing around with it till you think you've got something that'll work for you. Maybe in this case, we want to do something a little bit different. Maybe like a set of photos that kind of stack on top of each other. Just to kind of show that think of it like those old Polaroid sort of things. Maybe we can put the logo up here. Again, we can put some text. You use that area. So again, nothing but just coming up with concepts. And then for the back of the card, what if we did, the back is going to be pretty limiting. So not like you have a lot of freedom there. But do know that half of it has to be reserved for the postal side. So maybe over here we do something very simple. We got a very abbreviated headline, perhaps whatever was on the front. We've got some text. We've got the logo. And then we have some additional, usually address type stuff. Same thing here. So if I'm sketching out a few other ideas, maybe, so again, half of it. Okay, so we have a headline and maybe a few lines of text, but I do know that there's a event that they really want to promote, so perhaps we'll do something with it in color. And then finally, maybe one more. Half. What if we put the logo up at the top? Information, another headline perhaps. Some additional stuff, and then we put the event right there. It's going to be kind of shaded out. And so basically that's all that I do whenever I'm trying to come up with an idea for a design. Start off simple using basic shapes, but use this, and then once I have that, I'll go into InDesign and start creating these shapes inside there and use this as my template. So something as easy as that to kind of help you get started.